Winning your red flag gun restraining order case. Many states have enacted red flag gun restraining order laws. As with most cases, the case is won or lost before you go to court. The way gun restraining order laws in general go is that someone has to file a petition indicating that you're currently mentally ill and that because of that you are dangerous to yourself or others and that you have guns. This is aimed at people who are not mentally ill enough to be in the mental health system. Generally, it has to be filed either by the police, a close relative, or someone who has lived with you in the last 6 months. The intent of these laws is to make it so that if someone's dangerous to themselves or others, their guns will be taken away and they won't hurt anybody. If the petition that is filed with the court is adequate, the judge will issue a temporary order and will direct the police to take away your guns. This does constitute a taking of your property without a court hearing and is technically a violation of due process. Due process is violated all the time. The courts have basically held that all the state has to do before they can intervene in your life is to show probable cause. Probable cause essentially means that somebody said it so. It is more or less the concept of beyond a reasonable doubt in reverse. For example, the police can arrest you and detain you without a court hearing. Generally, within 2 weeks of the taking of your guns, you are entitled to have a hearing in the matter. There is some paranoia about these cases. You do not have to go in and prove that you are not a danger. The burden of proof is on the petitioner. They must prove their case by clear and convincing evidence. The first step in winning the case is to not go around threatening to kill people or to do bodily harm with them with guns. The second step is not to go on social media or elsewhere and have manifestos indicating that certain groups of people should be killed. The most important thing is that if the police come to confiscate your guns with the temporary order, is to be calm, cool, collected, and cooperative. Also be sure to get their names so you can subpoena them in when the petition is heard. These days the police are a bit paranoid. They mostly deal with people who are drunk, stoned, or mentally ill. If you watch most of the videos where unarmed black people are killed by the police, the incident usually starts out with the person being uncooperative and then it escalates from there. A guy was killed in Maryland by the police during the collecting of his guns during one of these petitions. You must keep in mind that when the police show up, they will expect you to be mentally ill and armed. They will have itchy trigger fingers. If you are cooperative, they may well kiss you on both cheeks while leaving. Be sure not to complain to them about the Second Amendment or due process, but it might be wise to compliment them on how smart they look in their uniforms. Then there will be the judge. the judge will have to sort out who's telling the truth and which version of events is the truth. There are about 3 things that will have happened if a petition is filed. 1, you might be a nutcase who's dangerous and has guns. 2, someone might be trying to work mischief against you. In the area where I live, deer hunting has a near religious significance. If there's an ex who wants to jerk you around a bit, they might file one of these petitions 2 or 3 days before the opening season. Third, the person filing the petition may either be hypersensitive or mistaken about what you are about. When making decisions, judges tend to put the most weight on witnesses who are disinterested. Therefore, unless there is a video of you saying all kinds of crazy stuff, if the office, or there's stuff on social media about you making manifestos that certain groups should die, the judge will likely believe the officers if they indicate that you are cool, calm, collected, and cooperative, and the petition will be denied because of the officer's testimony. Again, the big 3 things of having the restraining order beaten is 1, don't threaten people. 2, don't write manifestos or go on social media indicating that groups of people should die. And 3, when the officers come with the temporary order to get your guns, be cool, calm, collected, and cooperative, and get their names and subpoena them in for the hearing on the petition.